HD. All right, we good. We good. There we go. No, I wouldn't focus. All right. Hello and welcome to another gathering of the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. I am your host, Brian. No one joining me today. This is more of a kind of an update of what's been going on. It's been a while since I've had an opportunity, not an opportunity rather, but it's been a while since I've had time to record an episode of the podcast. I haven't really we haven't updated or updated. We haven't uploaded. I can't talk. Bleh. We haven't uploaded a new episode of the podcast since September, I think, something like that. And it's mostly because longtime subscribers of my channel and longtime listeners of the podcast, they might know already. I have 3 children, and 2 of them are of the age now where they're playing sports, and it's gotten kind of crazy. So the podcast plus the YouTube stuff that I like to do, it's just I got to kind of pick and choose what I make time for, and I'm trying to figure out how I can make the podcast fit back in my schedule because I don't want to stop doing it. That's mostly what this little update is about. Is just to let everybody know, if you are a subscriber of the podcast and you were concerned that we were just going to stop doing it, that's not the case. We are still going to record future episodes. It's just I don't know what the schedule is going to look like. In the past, I like to at least put out at least 2 new episodes a month, recording every other week. I don't know if that's going to be possible going forward. What is going to be happening more going forward because of that is more of what I'm doing right now, which is I'm going to call these like kind of a mini pod where 25 30 minutes I'm just going to talk about things that are coming out, what's going on, my thoughts, sneak preview of what's going to be dropping on my channel, and kind of a preview, as it will, of the next time we record a full episode of the podcast. You're going to be seeing more of that. And part of the reason for that is I mentioned this on my last YouTube video that I released. When I recently I recently had a community strike from YouTube. For those of you who are new to my channel, I do a lot, or I did a lot of reviews of replica sneakers, and I there were a few that were technically a violation of YouTube's agreement, whereas I received the shoes for free and the seller asked me to provide information on how to get the shoes. That is a violation of YouTube's agreement for copyright products, counterfeit products, rather. But what annoys me the most about that whole situation is the 2 videos that I got dinged for. The warning, I got a warning for one video, and then of course, so if you're not, let me back up a little bit. If you're not familiar with YouTube's policies, you get a warning, and then if it happens again within a certain time frame, then you get a strike. And you get 3 strikes, and once you get a strike, you can't upload or create any content for 6 days, I believe. And so I got a warning on one video, and then a second video got me a strike. And what was the most frustrating about it is those 2 videos, those were not videos that I created with content that I received for free. And I did not provide any seller information, nor did I provide a path to sell to buy, the product. I was simply reviewing a replica sneaker just to, show you guys what's out there, which is technically not a violation of the agreement. I even went back and read it again just to make sure I was correct, and it's not a violation. But because when you're dealing with a company like Nike, Google and YouTube, they're pretty much spineless. They'll just bend the knee, and zero regard for their content creators whatsoever, and just take the videos down because that's what they do, and slap you on the hand. So because of that, if you're a subscriber of my channel, you may have noticed that I did take the other replica videos down because I didn't want any more strikes, basically. And so going forward, if you subscribe to my channel solely for the replica sneaker content, I apologize in advance, but you're not going to see any of that for a very long time. Maybe once the community strike expires, which I think it stays on your account for 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. Once that strike expires, I might, kind of go back and maybe do a few here and there. No, for sure, 100%, no more sponsored replica shoes. I'm not going to provide any seller info on anything anymore. But going forward, yeah, you're not going to see any of that anytime soon. So my apologies in advance. All you're going to see from here on out are authentic sneakers and, you know, beer, tech, and toys. I haven't done any beer in a while. I got to do one of those soon. But anyhow, to kind of fill that gap and kind of make up for it, two things that I'm gonna add to the YouTube channel. Number one is what I'm doing right now. Like I said, I think I'm gonna call it like a small pod or a mini pod. I'm not sure yet. And then another thing I'm gonna include in my YouTube channel is another hobby that I have, and I've mentioned this before, is RC cars. And there is a lot pertaining to RC cars that I do that I don't include in my channel. I have done a few unboxings of some RC cars, and that's fun. But there's like some like upgrades and adjustments, and I'm gonna start doing more footage of me driving the RC cars and stuff like that. And I'll start including that in my YouTube channel to kind of make up the gap because I did review a lot of replica sneakers, and it's because they were sending them to me. So like, what am I? Of course, I'm gonna review those. It's at no cost, right? So anyhow, moving forward, like I said, I'll treat this as kind of a preview of coming attractions. Some keen-eyed viewers might notice the NMD box right here on the table. My first experience with GOAT. I was able to get a pair of sneakers pretty cheap. They had a Black Friday deal going on where it basically waived the fees, and unfortunately didn't waive the shipping, but is what it is. But it waived the fees, and I was able to get an NMD that I liked for very cheap using GOAT. That review is coming soon. You can kind of see the corner of the box just off the corner here, off the side of the screen. I have a RC car that I also got on Black Friday. Excellent deal. A Kyosho car that I had been looking at that I will be doing an unboxing of. And I also have, speaking of RC, I have some upgrade parts for my Unicorn, my Huna truck, and no, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I have some upgrade parts for those two cars. My team associated Hoonigan RC cars that I will be recording. Normally I wouldn't. Um, just as a time thing, that's a hobby that I enjoy doing with my kids that I kind of make time for, and in order to make it work, I avoid recording. Well, now that I'm not going to be doing sneakers, I'll have more time for that. So I will record that. So also, um, some keen-eyed viewers might have also noticed this monitor that's now on my table, in place of my laptop. So I say recently, it's been it's been a couple months now, but I acquired a Cheese Grater Mac Pro 2012 from a coworker who was discarding it. It was old and slow, and wasn't worth it for them to try to deal with it anymore. And so I basically rescued it from the scrap pile and threw some upgrades in it, and was able to get Monterey running on it using a software program called OpenCore. And I recorded all of that. Um, there's a lot of little segments that I got stitched together. It's going to take me a little while, but that is going to be a video that I will feature on YouTube soon. I know that several people have done this already, so this is going to kind of be is the 2012 MacBook Pro still worth it in 2023 kind of deal? And I'll go through my thoughts at the end of the video after I show you guys how or what I did to upgrade it and get Monterey running. And I mean, it runs really good. It runs well enough that it has taken over camera duties from my laptop. And so now my laptop can only, function as a laptop. It doesn't have to pull double duty anymore, which is good. Other than that, I mean, we're planning on I'm trying to get the band back together, so to speak. I'm trying to organize a in-person, in-studio record session for the Monday after Christmas, because I have that day off. So hopefully I can get Cousin Jade and a few other people in here to record. I'm sure that we'll also do another recording on New Year's Eve. That's kind of a thing that we've always done in the past. So I'm sure that might happen, hopefully, fingers crossed. And then going forward, yeah, I'll try to get people together like that, either virtually or here in my room, at least once a month. Um, no promises. Again, like I said, time constraints and whatnot. But I will be doing a lot more of these. What I'm doing right now, mini pod. Let's call them mini pods. I'll be doing a lot more mini pods, and these will be posted to YouTube. The full length episodes of the League of Sedentary Gentlemen will not be on YouTube, and that's mostly because of I'm trying to build subscriber base and get monetized on YouTube. And my friends and I, when we get together and we record episodes of our podcast, we use a lot of foul language, and I don't want to go through the hassle and the time to go through that footage and edit everything out. That would be a nightmare. I just would not have time for that. And so the regular full length episodes of the podcast still will not be on YouTube. So head over to Spotify or head over to our website, man-cave-media.org, or pretty much anywhere where you get your podcasts, and subscribe. Again, you're going to see on there that there hasn't been a new episode since September. That's why I'm doing this right now, just to kind of let everybody know that the podcast is still going to be a thing. I really enjoy doing it. And, I mean, we don't have a ton of subscribers, but we do have some. And I know that there are some people out there that enjoy listening. So it will still be a thing. So anyhow, that being said, I don't think I have anything else to add to this one. Stay tuned. Probably the last week of December or the first week of January, we will have a brand new full episode of the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. Until then, continue to watch my YouTube videos, please. Tell your friends. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. So I hope you all have a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Good night.